My name is Larry Olino, and I'm very glad to be here. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I want young gay people to know what it was like living as a young gay man in the 50s and 60s. And it was, I can't tell you how, what fear it caused me almost my whole life. And I guess I want to show young gay people how grateful that we are today to be able to walk hand in hand and arm in arm. We never could do that then. We would either be beaten up or picked up by the police or something. I don't know what, but anyhow, it was no picnic. The fears I talked about shaped my life. We had no protection, no rights. We were fired from jobs. I was fired 3 times. I'm a musician, and I was fired from clubs 3 times because some friends of mine came in to see me. And the owner came over and said, "I'm sorry, we can't have people like that in here. You're fired." And that was, that was fine with them. So we had no protection. And my parents, when I was a young teenager, I happened to fall in love with another male teenager. And of course, nothing ever happened. But my parents sensed that something was wrong with me. And so they sent me to a Catholic psychiatrist, which was a trip in itself, I went to the Catholic psychiatrist. I told everything about my sexual experiences, and then after I finished, there was a woman, and I think a nurse, who came out and read everything back to me. I was so embarrassed I could die, really. Anyway, I never went to another psychiatrist until not long ago. I'm just so grateful to be who I am today, and it took a long time to get there. I'm so happy today being gay. I'm 73 years old, and it took a long, long time for me to get comfortable with myself and stop hating myself and stop being so fearful of everything. I'm afraid people will find out, who I am or sense something about me. And it's a terrible way to live, really, terrible way to live. And there's so many good things happening today. Sure, there still is some homophobia, but it's so different today. I hope someday we can have a gay president. I think that would be absolutely wonderful. I guess I'm, I was born gay, and I always will be gay. And that's the thing that I have come to realize, and I love it. I just love it. I'm glad I was born that way. God made me that way. My higher power made me that way, and I'm so grateful. I have a friend Bob, who was in the Navy, and he had a terrible experience when he was in. And he was put in the brig because somebody found out, or somebody told the upper people that he was homosexual. They put him in the brig and beat him a lot. I mean, that was what happened then if you were in the armed forces. And another thing that happened was, for me, being fired from jobs. I think I mentioned that. It was such a shock to me. I never ever thought that could happen to me, even though I knew what the generation was and what was happening. So I am just so proud today to be gay, and I'm just very happy to have this opportunity. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I'm actually the last person of today that is doing this, and the last day they're doing this, so I couldn't be happier. I just hope that, we can all live happily together for a long time anyway. There was a time in the 1920s that Greenwich Village and different places, men walked hand in hand and arm in arm. Everything was very open. Then a decade later, of course, it was incredibly stopped. Let's put it that way. So anyway, I'm reading some notes. I just had to write something down before I came in. I guess that's probably about all I have to say. And I'm just, like I said, my story is it's so important to me to tell young gay people this. I see guys, young gay guys and young gay women walking hand in hand. I'm so grateful for that. And thank you for letting me do this. I really appreciate this. Thank you.